the Ashen Forest. It's really roughly drawn by anyone's standards. There's like no artistic, quality to it whatsoever. It looks just basically like a big circle on a piece of parchment. It is approximately the right shape, and that's about it. And she starts to, with her finger, starts to smudge away some of the parts of the forest, and goes, well, this is all blight here, and this is blight here, and this is blight, and this is blight, and this little part over here, this is where we are, right here. And so it doesn't appear like the blight has actually hit her house or, her part of the forest, but it seems to be growing.
Where's the nearest gym?
The closest city is, outside our forest. So she points outside the big circle. It'd probably be about there. There's a small city over there.
That doesn't look too far.
Might be Hamlet as well.
I'm supposed to be at the gym in about a half hour, so yeah, we can get there.
I believe it'll take you longer than a half an hour to make that distance.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's no legend on this thing to indicate like 1 inch.
Are you illiterate?
Yeah. I mean, he's literally playing it quite well.
Man, that's only 4 inches. That's like right there.
Like right outside.
3, 4 times.
Yeah, she's right there. But yeah, she's sort of indicated like where this blight is.
Any idea what's causing it?
Not that I know of. It does seem to be coming from there's a central spot which seems to be producing this blight. It is affecting the trees and the animals. Many animals have retreated from that area, and those have been affected some way.
Like the rock.
Well, no, those shrubs were my doing, but
That's the implied statement, yes. Therefore, by induction.
well, I believe that although I was the one who may have animated them, I believe it was the blight that may have changed their outlook.
Oh, no, I was implying. I was implying you created the blight.
Oh, no. I mean, after all, I did not create the blight, after all. I'm trying very much to fend it off as much as I can. I would be willing to, hire you, perhaps, if you'd be willing to help me with my situation. Perhaps, are you adventurers or mercenary types? Perhaps?
Is there a trophy involved?
There can be.
Absolutely.
Dude, I'm totally in.
I'm sure a trophy could be arranged.
Well, you said something about hiring. Do you have some sort of coin or trade good?
She's got trophies.
I believe worth, some coin, but gold coin directly, no. But I do have a few items that I'd be able to relinquish.
Unnecessary but acceptable.
You would be willing to do so without payment?
Yes.
Well, I wouldn't. Lily's going to flop back in one of the ladies' chairs and put her feet up over the edge. I talk in coin or, goods, services, things that can be traded.
Would you provide for a few coins?
I offered to show you a card trick, but you weren't interested.
That was a good card trick.
At which she starts flipping cards around in her fingers.
As I said, I don't have any coin to share, but I do have some items that I would be willing to offer you if you completed this task for me. A wand or two. I have a few magic arrows left from my adventuring days. A few potions.
Lily seems interested.
I'm here. Why not? They said to experience the world.
Now, if you wish, I would be more than happy to. I'd be more than happy to accompany.
We're good.
You sure? I mean, after all,
We don't need your magnificent.
But my magic,
shoddy and shaky as it is.
but my magics can be very, very helpful.
Yes, and then we divide the loot for some of us by 6 to 8 ways. It's less pleasant.
But I did prevent your death, did I not?
We all die.
Ah, I see. I did not realize that was your. I will remember that next time. Make mental note. So anyway, she does in fact offer you a couple of potions up front.
Good.
Yep. We're not entirely certain as to what exactly you're, and so it would be perhaps a prudent gesture to, well, especially if I'm not coming with you, perhaps something to help you succeed. I don't wish to cast any dispersions about your fighting skills, but your dance moves were wonderful.
I suck.
Yes, you did.
I think we all did. Honestly speaking.
No, he won.
He won the trophy.
Yes, but if he was actually any good, he would have won quicker.
But something vaguely resembling a challenge. Yeah, right faster now.
All right. Now, what she's offering you as quote-unquote potions are actually pastes that would need to be smeared on.
Tinctures.
One will effectively provide the effect of a bark skin, and you have 2 more that will be cure light wounds. The cure light wounds one smells kind of, well, like shit.
I don't have to eat it. That's my
You do not have to eat it. You just have to.
Then the magic takes effect, so they scrape it off.
But yep. So you have those 3 that have been made available to the party.
I would say he should probably take the bark skin.
Okay. Sure.
Because, well, you're going to be in front of everything.
Sure. I don't need that crap, but sure. Drink it. It tastes bad. It feels terrible. Good.
Oh, no, you don't want to drink it. You apply it. Do not drink it.
Bark stomach.
You want that bark stomach.
Bark esophagus.
Do not apply it to toast.
Are these topical creams of yours more reliable than your instantaneous magics?
I believe so. I mean, I made them quite a long time ago. They've had plenty of time to ferment and improve with age.
Sure.
Do you know for a fact that potions improve with age?
I don't know. Do potions improve with age?
Yes, absolutely.
Your mage concurs.
All right. I mean, I thought it was kind of like a fine cheese.
We are trying to do a bit.
Well. Is there anything else that I can offer? I can offer you some food to take with you. I don't know how long you'll be traveling.
Roughly how long does it take you to get from here to the center?
Oh, well, for me it wouldn't take that long, but hampered by the...
Yes, I do like to stop and hunt.
Yeah. It would take me perhaps 2 days of walking. I mean,
it's like 4 for us.
4 to
yeah. And I mean, I could offer you food and water if you.
Yeah, light rations.
She can provide you with a few water skins of water. That's no problem. As far as rations, she's basically offering you.
Nuts, berries, half a dozen egg for them.
Yeah, it's edible. It's not great.
These
it's
are
what she lives.
Worse than trail rations at this point?
Yeah, it's basically like trail mix without the M&Ms.
It's not frozen.
That's not trail mix. That's bullshit.
No, monastery gruel is bullshit.
Ugh. I'll take it anyway, though. It's gonna have to work because if this forest is blighted, I'm not exactly going to live off the trees.
Yeah, it's true. But she will give you enough for you see effectively. But she will give you a full week's worth of stuff.
Is that each or just
per person? So you get a.
So I have a second week of travel.
Yep, you have a.
I didn't buy food. I ran out of money.
You have
I have money left.
You each have a week's worth of rations.
Mind you, I was in a city, so I didn't need to, carry rations with me.
Yeah, Teal probably got like
my food is actually smuggled. I don't think.
Don't quite set them.
But yeah,
make me beat you with a baguette.
Eric,
Mike,
you're playing the human barbarian.
Yeah.
After Lily receives her rations and water skin, she'll put it in her backpack and hand her backpack to you and say, "Would you mind holding this for me, dear?"
Sure.
It's awful heavy.
Oh yeah. Wow, you're a bitch.
It's not really that heavy.
The thought that counts.
She's going to give you a very warm smile and offer to show you another card trick in return.
Ooh.
Is this your card?
I lick the card.
I am amazed. And what was it? To amaze and
wow.
you've been pretty much been astounded by all of her card tricks. Rude keeps trying to basically
I don't even
interrupt.
know if it was my card. I think I was looking at her.
I don't know. Is Lily an attractive woman?
She has a 16 charisma, but she's actually more personable than she is attractive. She's physically a little bit better than average, but her wiles are what give her the good charisma.
Gotcha.
Rude on looks is dead average. His charisma has kind of got a.
There's just some mystery about the whole thing. Also,
yeah, but she's a Jersey Shore 11.
Oh.
So, right.
Would you like to perhaps rest here? I can offer you supper before you go on the road, or maybe a good evening's rest.
Hey, evening rest would be good for me to recover my arcane abilities.
All right. An evening's rest I can offer you.
I'm also slightly injured, although I can patch that up myself since I have Cure Light Wounds.
Are you sure?
I forget what...
No, I absolutely want to stay. I didn't mean to be inhospitable. No, please. I would
tend to leave if you wish.
love to try your crushed acorn stew. And warm up by your fire from the cloud of rain that you caused. No, it's sincerely, I do.
Hey, Lily, I'm down 9 points. Hey, I'll get right on that.
The old woman is more than happy to help with restorative.
Hey, Lily.
Would you like me to tend to your wounds, good sir?
I'll watch. Lily.
Sorry, what's going on? I just hear Eric crying Lily over and over.
No, I'm down 9 points. And the druidess is offering to
All right, hold on. I've got 2 Cure Light Wounds to dispense. Since we're resting here for the night, I'll go ahead and use mine first before the old lady has to cast again. All right, Eric, you're going to get 7 back.
Oh, babe, was that good for you?
No.
No, it's just for you. And then I'll heal myself all the way back to full.
All right. You took some damage?
I took. The overnight. Hang on. I was gonna let the woman feel good about herself and let her try and do the healing.
Yeah, looking up, she's over there.
She can't hurt me any worse, theory.
She looks at your wounds, tries to cast a spell. No. She's not going for the super over-the-top cure. She's being a little bit more moderate. She will top you off.
Okay. I'll put it down.
Yeah. The only thing is there's a bad flavor in the back of your mouth. It's kind of like, like when you suck on a lozenge for a long time and it just stays with you.
I'll eat one of my candles. It'll be all good.
Never thought of that. Their life's so much better.
So, yeah.
Rations are extended by a week because I have 10 candles.
But yeah,
It's beeswax.
It is beeswax.
Unless, of course, your monastery dealt with tallow candle. I wouldn't recommend that.
I don't know. Still maybe better than the.
No, I'll live with those bad things.
Alright. Like I said, I mean, she heals. Her spells are fine for the most part. She's just a little.
Just off.
She's very off. I mean, just from your little conversation with her, she seems mostly there. Except that whenever she tries to cast spells and do things like that, that seems to be where she's out of practice. It seems to be more than anything else. She's not like, addle-minded or absent-minded, but she's very much out of practice when it comes to trying to cast spells. That's your take on it, basically.
Okay.
Whether you wish to impart that on everybody else, that's up to you.
Nah, they've already made up their minds.
But yeah, her spellcasting is just a little bit off. The evening does go by fairly uneventfully, aside from the fact that the house smells of mold.
You get used to that for a few minutes.
You will get used to it. The fire is warm. She offers you supper and clean water to drink. She doesn't have anything alcoholic. Sorry.
Can I assemble to require healers?
Yeah. She has enough bits and pieces and bobs around the place. She can definitely put some things together for you.
Roughly how many use? Standard 10 or?
6. 6 uses of a healer's kit.
Thank you. Sorry, just checking. I'm not checking on non-magical healing.
That's fair enough. I mean, basically, while you are resting for the night, you can sort of go through her house and grab bits and pieces, or if you want her help, she'll help you out. But
I'll take her. I don't really need anything that's unnecessary.
Yep.
If I can expand the healer to the user too, that'd be great.
She does pretty much leave you unattended throughout most of the evening as well. Basically, she just brings out more straw and such for you guys to crash by the fire. That's about it.
I'll use my own bedroll.
You use your own bedroll. All right.
I've got a gallon of ale. I'll share.
What a nice guy.
Damn.
Let me guess, it's an IPA.
In character, yeah, probably.
Fair enough. The human brought a gallon of IP. Yeah. Hey.
Cheap.
Okay.
I'd be happy it's not Red Bull and vodka.
Oh, jeez. That would be dreadful.
Bathtub shit. You got
to go blind first.
Pass things. Alrighty. Anything that you would like to do in the evening, or do we fast forward to the morning?
So just clarify for me, Tom, before we continue. She's given us a specific location that we're supposed to go and investigate in order to stop the blight. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. What was this location, or was it just a general area?
Well, she pointed out a spot on the map that was basically affected by the blight. It seems to be roughly circular in nature. It seems to be radiating out from some central spot.
Okay, so we have a specific point on a map, a center of a circle. Perfect. Seems straightforward.
Yep. Well, hey, I've only got 5 weeks to...
That's perfectly fine. No triangulation this time.
Like I said, if James doesn't come back and we'll do something else, but we'll see how this thing plays out. I will try really hard not to kill you in 5 weeks.
All right, with the healer's kit, if I can make a DC 20 heal check, I can heal your level next. If I make a DC 5, I had to wait the most.
But everyone's level 1.
I know. But it's more useful for stuff and how it costs for leading and all the other terrible, nasty status effects.
Aha. All right.
Stat damage.
So, you guys rest up for the evening.
Yeah. I remember I told those.
Right.
We trance for 4 hours and then rest for another 4.
Yeah.
And then, well, if we're spellcasters, we continue to rest for 4 hours.
Mike, do you
and
snore?
then do a 1 hour.
Only if I haven't gone to the gym.
You have not gone to a gym.
Well, that was a pretty good workout.
All right.
Fighting
the little veggie guy?
Veggie guy.
All right. Because all these elves are basically like trancing instead of sleeping.
Okay. Yeah, I go outside literally to sit on my pillow.
All right.
I make sure my bedroll's near Lily.
Fair enough. Your bedroll keeps creeping closer and closer to Lily.
Mine probably will come back inside.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Tom, but don't elves not sleep? They only need to meditate.
Right. So as you are sitting there, basically, Mike's bedroll keeps inching closer and closer to you.
Okay. By the time 4 hours is up, I'll make sure to give him plenty of space by leaving.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Ron, one thing that you do recognize by camping outside or being outside, you'll get a lot more. The birds are pretty much doing
Bird things.
Again, it's the same usual level of noise that you would expect. All the typical animal sounds that you typically would get in a forest. A little bit off from your forest, but still same things. Alrighty. So morning time comes. The woman offers you breakfast before sending you out the door. She has an awful lot of fresh berries and such that she has picked recently.
Finding a lot of them. How many hit points do you recover overnight?
Your level.
Level? Okay.
Yeah.
Level plus.
I'm going to grab a glass of water. I'll be back in 30 seconds.
Well,
level plus time, so
yeah, you should be full.
Well, I guess once I start taking care of you, you can double that.
Yeah. But you guys are probably going to be
just barely. Nothing else to lose again after that.
All right.
Plus con did it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, level plus con for me is 2, and I was down 3.
Level plus con is 3. I went down 3.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. I'm going to try really hard not to go. Yeah. But I am going to roll my dice out in the open, so hey.
Yeah. Bad luck happens.
bad luck happens. If the fates deem that you should be
Gone.
Done that to people.
I do that all the time. I have yelled at Og because he won't do it. I'm like, dude, out in the open. I want to see what you roll.
Yeah. Let us die, dude. The challenge is aggravating. Plot says we cannot succeed until the end of the session.
Yeah.
That's an Og thing.
Og doesn't like to kill people, as a rule.
And if he's doing filler scenarios,
Yeah.
this is the plot for the evening, so you won't get resolution until the end. So it doesn't
No matter what you do.
Yeah.
Right. So we can either run around and get challenged a lot, or sit there and do twiddle our thumbs on guard.
Yeah. Og's not great as a GM. He's. I don't want to say he's terrible because I have had worse.
Trust me, he crushes that.
But yeah, he could be better. He could be a lot better.
I think my can of Coke crushes that.
Well, I've never actually gamed with text.
I have. A long time ago, I freely admit that. But
Alrighty.
when Phil gets back, because I think he'll
I'm
be
here.
amused by this, I have something that Sean sent me that fits Ron's character perfectly.
Is that an angry cat?
No. But it's very similar in theme. So, on the outside, I may appear to be an emotionless, sarcastic asshole. But just like an onion, when you peel off more layers, you find more of the exact same thing and everything. Find the exact same thing every single time, and you start crying.
I was going to say, and it makes you cry. Just like an onion, when you peel off the layers, you start crying.
Alrighty. Would you guys like breakfast?
Sure.
Yes.
What could you go wrong?
It's just breakfast.
No, it's more of a morning mantra. Shall I yell at the clouds instead?
You can if you wish. Your
Old man.
she gives you the map to follow along.
Why? Thank you. Do you have a lodestone, perhaps?
No.
And directions north.
No.
You don't know which way is north?
I don't have a lodestone. But north is that way.
Could you orient the map, please?
She orients the map to where north is.
Good. I use a stick from fire and draw
North.
an N on that side of the piece.
Ah, you're right. That is rather handy. How do you manage without? Oh, never mind.
I get lost.
I see. I don't even think of doing things like that. I'm
No,
sorry.
you don't get a map. Don't get lost. Easy enough.
She offers you breakfast and then wishes you luck, and she sends you out the door with your map and your couple of potions. Okay. And for the most part, the first day of travel is just a walk in the woods. Mike is thoroughly bored because every once in a while, some little critter will pop its head out from a tree branch or whatever, and it doesn't actually do anything hostile to him.
They also run pretty fast.
The one thing which you guys will notice, no roll necessary, as you guys are moving over the course of a day, animal sounds are becoming more infrequent. They're just a lot fewer animals. But you're not seeing anything wrong with any of the trees.
If I spot some mushrooms like on the side of a tree there, I will point at them, exclaim, grasp the barbarian, and tell him that! So they will destroy whatever the immoral words are.
Yeah,
Yeah, if it doesn't play that.
is it worth a trophy if it doesn't fight back?
Is it ever worth the trophy? Not yet. I don't know. I tried.
I have a little request from the stream chat. They would like you all to introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Tom. How you doing? I'm the GM.
I'm Ron, I'm being rude for you guys.
Hi, I'm Eric. I'm playing Mike Jabroni.
I'm Stan. I'm playing Teal.
How's that?
That was good. Thank you very much.
No problem. All right. So again, your first day. Again, Mike was more bored than anybody else. The elves, you're walking in the woods. Evening is starting to close in. What would you guys like to do? Do you continue on through the evening, or would you like to set up camp?
I can see in low light. We can continue.
Yeah, we can. I can't.
At all?
I can make light, but
In the dark.
I can create light, but, you know, it's been a long day of walking through the forest. There's no reason we can't stop for the night.
I can't see in the dark.
If you want to continue on during hours, you can definitely get yourself a little further along.
If Lily wants to hold my hand and help me,
We can set up camp.
Yeah. Unless Lily really wants to be the chaperone.
No. So you guys set up tents, or sorry, your bedrolls. You guys do not have tents, but if you want to take a little bit of time, you can probably fashion something fairly quick and easy out of the.
One stick, break my bedroll, over it, walk.
It's not hard to do. But you guys set up.
Is anyone here actually skilled in the art of survival?
Nope.
Negative.
Oh well. Not enough time in the woods, apparently.
I'm a city elf.
You are definitely a city elf, and he's a dumb human. Sorry, no offense.
Actually, for that matter, so is Lily.
Lily's also a city elf, and you were raised in a monastery.
Yeah.
So, I love this plan. A bunch of elves who are like, what are these long woody things? Oh, those are trees. I've heard of them. I saw pictures in books.
Childhood. Good. Ready?
No, we've all seen trees, you know, in parks and, you know, things
Ready?
like that.
I'll get it now. And fading.
All right. So, how would you like to structure your evening?
I'll wait for the bell.
I will take morning watch because I need to study anyway.
All right.
I'll take first watch.
First watch.
Wait, which watch is none. I'll take the middle.
I feel compelled to take the same watch as Mike so he doesn't try anything.
Fair enough. All right. So anyway, the first night goes by uneventfully. You are noticing that a lot of foresty sounds that you heard closer to Nashim's house was, well, it's a lot more diminished. Nothing tries to attack you or eat you or do any sort of harm to you. Yeah, it's a lot more.
I don't know the bump.
Stop chirping. A lot less noise, closer to city that you'd probably be accustomed to. Do you guys keep a fire?
I don't see a reason not to.
Why would you like one?
Warmth. The feeling I'm getting is damp play.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And I'm thinking, you know, Mount Alpine. So I'm like, cold, damp, eh.
No, but there's a sizable temperature drop when the sun goes down.
Yeah.
So
Fine. Warm.
All right, so you guys keep yourself a fire. Again, nothing tries to eat you in the middle of the night. You can play at whatever distance you want to.
Excellent.
Remember, these guys are the ones traveling. Nice side of the road.
Nice. I've got a great axe.
Or a great axe. And then
yes, but if you use it on me, they'll have to pry it out of your corpse.
morning comes, you guys are all a little stiff from sleeping on the ground. Not entirely something that you're all accustomed to. Mike is probably closest to accustomed to this than they are.
Slept on a lot of barroom floors, huh?
Yeah.
Something to that effect. All right. Morning comes and you guys start spot on the map. Everybody, please make me a survival roll. Even if you don't have it, make one untrained.
Wisdom. 9.
2! 19. Well, that's flat, but sun came up that way.
5.
Somebody. All right. So you are the only one who correctly ascertains direction and orient. Everyone else is like completely lost, and you actually see them like, you know, twisting the map a couple of times like you would a steering wheel of a car.
I will pick one of them, doesn't matter who, and they turn the map, I will start turning them.
Okay.
And it's close to affect you. It's not quite the same way.
At least one of you manages, okay, roughly this is where you want to go.
Yes, we could spend a few days being lost, but that's not fun. Most things.
So, you guys continue along your travels, at least you're heading, and it's about lunchtime when you start to notice some blotches on the trees.
Whirling oranges or...
No. It's almost, I mean, parts of the bark seem to have fallen off. The exposed wood is discolored a little bit. There's, it's not like fully killing any of the trees, but you're noticing that there's definitely some effects on some of them.
All right, so Lily's going to stand there with her hands on her hips for a minute and look at the other three. So, Tail, you're an elven wizard. Know anything about trees?
A little bit. It's not my specialty.
Alrighty. Rude, do you know anything about... well, anything?
Yes.
How about trees?
They're less patronizing.
She doesn't even look at Mike. She just turns around. She goes, all right, let me take a crack at it.
No, I got a 14. I'm looking.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and roll a knowledge nature as well, if that's okay.
It needs to roll, Ron.
I can make you as much as I want. I burn. I ask you to explain this to him.
We ignore it.
Being a bard, I'll get a +4, so let's take a look here. I've got a 16 overall.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm at a 14.
Couple things definitely sort of catch your... first off, these blotches on the trees don't seem to go too high on the tree itself. It seems to be limited to 8 feet off the ground or lower. The spots themselves seem to be about the size of a dinner plate. So it's not like the whole tree is being affected. But it's really difficult to actually tell exactly what's happening to the tree itself. It doesn't look like any disease you guys have heard of, or
seen before
or anything.
Okay.
But it's something a little peculiar. Like I said, it doesn't seem to be affecting.
So these trees aren't dying; they're just.
Do I think it'll be dangerous if I touch one of these splotches?
Will kill you.
With your knowledge roll of 6, you don't think it's going to kill you.
I would need it.
Okay. The way you phrased that does not fill me with confidence.
Well, you're not 100% certain as
okay.
This is.
That's fine. If I'm not 100% certain, I'm not touching my hand into that thing. I've got a certain rule about role-playing games, which is don't put your hand in shit.
sticking dicks and things again.
Well, it's kind of like this. It'd be like if you were an actual and you had to deal with cancer, you could touch a tumor and it's not going to, like, you're not going to get cancer from it.
Right.
But leprosy, however, totally different story.
Right.
So you don't know which one you've got.
And I'd rather not risk getting tree AIDS today.
It's a good idea to tree ick would be tree AIDS.
Creed. Creed. Do you also have pill for that? Creed.
I'll take a hard pass on that one.
I haven't tried this.
As I doubt it's going to matter later on, I will actually go ahead and cast my Detect Magic to see if the light itself is magical.
Okay. With Detect Magic, you get a very, very faint, almost non-perceptible trace of necromancy.
Necromancy. I'll say, after doing that, I'll say, necromancy.
That's what he said. That's what he said.
I'm listening your...
Okay.
No bone.
That's nasty stuff, and I don't want any part of it.
There's no cave. There's no bones.
It's like whatever's causing the blight is based on necromancy magic, but at this point, it's just a trace of it left. You know, it might be stronger where it started, or when whatever's spreading it comes in contact, or when it first spread.
I can have thoughts.
You can have thoughts.
Out of curiosity, how tall are people?
No idea. I just roll randomly.
Lily is 6'1".
5'4", add 2d8 inches.
28?
No, that's for elf.
Yeah.
How tall do you want Mike to be?
6'14", just below average for you.
So like 5'9".
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
5'8", 5'9", sure. More stock.
6'5".
What did you get?
Maybe a little
I
more
am 6'5".
that we don't talk about in the gene pool.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm in the 6'4" range myself.
We are.
So everyone is over 6 feet, except for Mike.
Yeah. The elves are all within over the years.
I'm just curious as far as for like reaching things.
Yeah. On a tree that doesn't look nasty,
Yeah.
I will reach up. Reach height with the little jump would get me to the height of the light, and then they're about, handstand dinner plate.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, something's touching these trees.
Something
causes
is
the
just
spread.
Yep.
That or it's being spread by spores.
Wait a second, I thought it was being spread by bees.
No, that's the pollen.
The shiny bees? The bee light? You guys have been talking about the bee light.
Moving onward.
But you guys said that this was being caused by the bee light.
Yes, and when they land and glow on things, you'll see them at night. The little tiny glows, you want to smush those.
So we gotta go kill the bees.
No, the glowing bees.
Yeah, the shiny glowing bees, yeah.
Yes. What time of year is it?
This would be the part in the show where we cut.
We have to come back and Mike's got a couple of his lumps.
He's got new lumps, his axe is smeared with bioluminescence, chasing lightning bugs around. It's nothing else than self-amusement.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what you're noticing about the trees. These dinner plate spots, the bark has fallen off, and the exposed wood has been discolored.
Does it look like the bark has fallen off or been torn off?
Does not look torn off. You're not seeing claws or gouges of any kind.
Okay.
One very lackadaisical white.
Yeah, it does in fact look like it probably just fell off. I mean, even as you go to the base of the tree and part some of the ground cover, you'll see a couple of the remnants of the bark as it fell away.
Okay. Actually, if you guys will indulge me for a moment, I will dig around one of the roots and see if any of the blight shows up under.
It does.
Okay.
But very, very little.
Yeah, it could be just transmitting through it, but we don't know.
Yep, but very little. I mean, most of the roots look healthy-ish. A couple little, spots. But yeah, that's it. All right. So you guys proceed on in. Again, it's starting to get a little slower going.
Really? There is less undergrowth? Okay.
Well, the paths are definitely getting a little bit filled in with gnarled little briars and the occasional little bramble.
You're the one wearing robes. I am a wizard. I am specifically in a traveler's outfit.
Spent the one gold piece on that, did you?
No, it came free with the character.
All I wrote with clothing is I have a straw.
No, I specifically took the traveler's set instead of the quote-unquote standard wizard.
Oh,
gear.
right, we got starting gear, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
I just rolled for random gear. I didn't take a character kit.
But you are finding that some of the undergrowth is actually kind of thick as you're walking through it. Those of you with knowledge nature, make a roll.
20.
I'd be dumb. I like rolling dice.
He likes rolling dice, but that's okay.
22, bitch!
Was it a 22 or a 2?
22.
52.
Oh, that's
do not grow like this. They were probably fashioned into this, kind of like an animal making a nest.
Okay. Or a druid obscuring a path.
Yeah, but I mean, basically, you think that the brambles that you are presently walking through, which only come up to about your knees, they were probably like fashioned together by some creature. Something.
Too bad none of us have survival. We could check for a track.
Anybody can do survival unskilled. Tracking, however, you need the feet.
Well, that's if you want to follow.
That's if you want to follow.
Looking for signs of tracks.
11. People have been here. Elves, I think.
Elves have been here.
3 elves and maybe a human.
18.
All right.
What about perception? Would that be applicable, or is that only a reactive skill?
Perception's got to be more of a reactive skill.
Okay.
In fact, I would like you guys to make perception, hearing if it matters.
No, not anymore.
20.
We get +2%. We get a racial blanket +2 to perception check.
Yep.
If you're an elf.
Just because elves are cool.
19.
25.
25, 19, 20.
Even with a +8, I got a 10.
So Lily is actually working on for. She hasn't been able to get it, just right. It sounds like everything is awesome, but she does not want to actually write that song, because that's a terrible, terrible thing to inflict on the world.
I feel something in my head.
Mike thoroughly enjoys it.
Mike loves everything is awesome and digging it 100%. However, those of you who actually made your perceptions, as well as you did, are hearing that from below I'll call it the canopy of this undergrowth, this little brambly undergrowth, you are hearing some movement, some scuttering coming from underneath.
Russell.
Mm-hmm.
Stover.
I was gonna say I started looking for the wizard that's gonna detonate itself, but
Oh, I know. Everyone has blackball destruction.
No.
whatever happened to Russell?
He's probably out in the world somewhere.
My emails. I didn't see any of these.
He's probably out in the world somewhere making the... Anyway, you're hearing some movement coming from, well, shin level.
Back up and wait for the critters to show up.
Does it change?
Nothing has ever bitten me in the shins, so I'm good.
You want to see it, or just make it go away?
What are you holding?
Probably a shirt. I'm going to throw something into the brush. If it's a normal critter, it should bolt.
Sounds good.
So I toss an arbitrary piece of bread, God knows what, out of my supplies.
All right.
I reach into the backpack, pull out a thing. They're all objects of no importance. Just
You could have just picked up a rock off the ground.
equally important.
All right. So you're going to take a thing and just toss it into the ground.
Just hopefully, if it's a critter, a normal critter, it should bolt.
It does scurry a little bit.
I should have played a rogue, because the temptation right now is to try sleight of hand, and as we're going, it slowly adds one pebble at a time to Ron's bag. No, sleight of hand is trained on that.
Oh well. So anyway, you toss something off into the brambles, and it does in fact sound like something moved away.
Away?
No.
All right, that's not good.
In fact, you hear a little bit more coming from around you, the area that you're around.
All right, I will use prestidigitation to create a sound like a firecracker going off. Just a sudden, startling, loud noise.
Boom.
I'm assuming at least a few seconds before the firecracker sound goes off, I'm aware that my team is behaving strangely and throwing things into the woods, so I'm going to draw my bow.
Okay. As you draw your bow, the wizard... Boom.
Behind the direction we came from, is there a ridge or rise?
No, it's been mostly sort of, flat.
So there's nothing we can use for like cover.
If you want, you can climb a tree.
I may have to casting and put him in one.
Okay.
Nah,
Fine.
I don't trust him.
Fine. Tree or me? Both are adequate answers.
Alrighty. Let's see. I need to make some pose rolls.
Any sort of reaction to the loud bang?
Oh, there's definitely more scuttling around.
There it is. And just starting packages of gear or something?
Right.
No, every character starts with one outfit.
Yeah. You have clothes.
Yes, I figured I had. So,
yeah, basically you can pick an outfit and you start with it.
So I have my setting.
Now, after the big boom, even Lily heard no roll about 2 or 3 distinct critters moving away from the big boom.
But no one swore.
No,
I did.
What was that? From they move fairly quickly, and kind of get the impression these you're not looking at a swarm of small things. These are about the size of like maybe a small dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember for the life of me. Cantrips, I know I have to memorize each day, but are they an infinite cast?
Infinite cast. You decide ahead of time which 4 you want.
I have 3.
So you can cast them as often as you wish.
Because int mod doesn't actually modify cantrips.
No.
Nope.
Cantrips are designed for you to simply go, look, really, I mean it. And prestidigitation, look, I make this taste good. All right, there we go. Fair enough. Okay. So you wait a few seconds after boom. Rude is offering to shove you into a tree.
No, thank you. Tree.
You see Lily has drawn her bow. Mike, what is it you wish to do? You see noise making and bow drawing and all of the stuff. You've heard the noise coming from underneath this, growth.
Wait for it.
Remember, you
When
legend.
Gary.
Well, obviously take my great axe out since everybody else is getting their weapons.
Okay.
So when the creatures scurried away, and have they started scurrying back yet, or
They
or scurried? Yeah.
they definitely ran away from the big boom.
From the rustling, can I really tell about where they are?
I need perception checks from everybody.
11.
14.
17.
27.
Okay.
Go off.
All right. Lily, you are aware that one is trying to stealthily creep up towards Mike. It is moving closer to Mike, but it's doing so at a very slow pace. And Mike does not seem to be aware of it.
Can I see it, or am I just basing this entirely on hearing?
And again, imagine that at your knee level is this sort of thick mass of brambles and that get woven together.
Woven together makes it like a perfect mass.
And the brambles are moving?
No, something underneath.
Oh, okay.
Something that brambles into a mat.
Yeah.
That we can't see through it.
Is there
Probably-
is there a distance? Sorry, go ahead.
Think of like at your knee level, a little mini forest.
Okay. Is there a distance between Mike and the mini forest on the side of the path?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you guys have been sort of like trudging through this, making a path, but you're not making so much of you're not making the path much more wider than you actually just need to walk through.
Okay.
No.
So I'm gonna draw my bowstring back and knock an arrow, and I'm going to point it in the direction of the noise without really saying much of anything, and I'm gonna hold my shot until I see something that is not just the brambles there. If I see a creature come out, I'm shooting it.
Well, you get your shot off because something looks insectoid, basically. 6 legs, one really long snout. He's looking to, stick the snout into Mike's leg. You can take a shot.
Alrighty. I get a +4 if I'm within 30 feet. +4 total, not like 4 in addition.
Right.
And that is a 22.
22 is awesome. Roll damage.
3 points.
3 points. It is not dead, but it starts to clearly hear the thing squeal. I need initiatives, please.
$21.
21.
22.
22.
14.
13.
Thank you for being reasonable.
Rude. You heard the bow, the arrow shot. You heard the squeal of something underneath. You take a quick look, and you see that there's an insect about a foot to 2 feet long.
IOUS.
What's that?
IOUS.
Sort of. And it definitely looked like it was trying to skewer him in the leg.
I have no knowledge of nature. No clue what that is. I'm really beetles.
Correct.
What color is this thing, Tom?
This thing is kind of brownish. It matches very much the brambles and the ground itself. it's really difficult to pick out. You did roll a 20 lots for your perception.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Mike was still humming "Everything Is Awesome."
All right. Was there any more rustling beyond where that one came in?
You've distinctly heard 3 run off when he let off the big boom.
One of them near. I've got that rustle turned into a critter.
Mm-hmm.
The other 2 rustles near that critter, or are they somewhere else in the arc?
They seem somewhere else.
Good. Then I am going to scoot past and drive flanking for that thing and then start feeding it.
Fair enough. You can easily do so. Take a shot.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what it is, so this will get the stick.
You hit it with a stick.
Jangle smash! Jangle smash! Okay, does a 16 land.
A 16 lands.
14.
14 points. 14 will miss.
All right. I do 6 points of damage.
All right.
I am participating.
You draw back a hit with goo as you basically.
No, I was using the stick.
Oh, sorry. Your stick is now covered with goo. I'm sorry.
Next time, I'm flanking. Okay, never mind.
Teal, you saw that they basically killed one of these little critters.
Is it dead?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
It was shot with an arrow and slugged with a stick. It is successfully dead.
All right, I'm going to, while these guys, these 2 are basically flanking the corpse of a bug. Lily is off to one side with her bow.
Yep.
I'm going to kneel down where I am, small hand mirror, and I'm going to try to look underneath. If this mat is literally just a mat above the ground, I'm going to look underneath to see if I can spot the other 2.
Fair enough. No perception is necessary. You'll be able to see that the 2, you see 2 that are still well away. They're in the process of still running away from the big boom. One of them, however, is circling around towards Rude's leg.
Okay. I will point out where they are in their very arc.
About there.
Lily, it is your turn.
All right, so we can't see any of the other ones, but Teal is pointing me toward them. So I'm going to draw another bow and get ready to take a shot when one appears.
Yep. Yeah, Teal basically said that 2 ran off and are apparently still running off. One of them basically came back, and it is presently about to take a shot at Rude.
I'll wait for it to close now. All right.
Let's see. I believe that's probably going to miss. No, that's going to hit a 15.
Yep.
All right. You.
Yeah. Wait, I'm Rude. You're right.
Into your calf, you just feel this long, pointed thing just impale you below the knee.
How much damage?
None presently.
Shooting into melee is a -4, and if I would have hit, I would hit Ron, correct?
No longer hit.
You can't actually.
Sorry, that cut out a bit. What's going on?
You can't actually hit allies unless you specifically target them. You just have a -4 penalty.
Okay, so if I had the held action and this thing jumped out and stabbed Ron, I'd like to shoot at it next.
Okay. Basically what happened is it shoved its sort of nose into Ron's calf and then wrapped around his leg. It is now presently hanging on to Ron's leg. You can shoot.
I'm going to take a shot. This comes out to a modifier of 0 for the -4 and the +4. Which winds up being a 7, so that's not going to even come close.
Okay, you miss. Thankfully, you miss Rude and the arrow goes by your leg. Mike, you heard Rude go, owie, owie, and there is something presently on the bottom of his leg.
Can I see?
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially if I do, hey, look at that.
All right. Now, there is no rule for this, but I'm going to tell you ahead of time. If your great axe does more damage to the bug than the bug can actually withstand, it's going to hurt him.
Oh, man.
Don't swing, scrape.
Or maybe he does something.
Don't swing, scrape.
I met this extremely rude person a day ago.
He just stole a kill from right in front of me. I'm a little pissed because that was my kill. It was right in front of me.
Your trophy.
And I got to get my kill count up. So, yep, we're swinging.
Alas, poor foot, I knew thee well.
Bye, Ron. Roll up a new character.
8 damage.
8 damage is enough to kill the bug.
I take 2.
You will get a bruise, but you're not going to take any damage on top.
So he killed you evenly.
He killed the bug. He did kill the bug. He did break your skin a little bit, but nothing enough to make you...
Yeah.
Mostly the proboscis still.
You will have to...
Did it splatter?
Yes.
There's bug goo all over the place.
Oh, hang on.
And a little bit of blood.
There's a little bit of blood.
So much better. Let's see. Squeeze. Birch.
I'm assuming that is your 6 seconds of action? You're pulling out the proboscis. Just yank?
It's not barbed.
Alright.
Is your barbed?
No.
Then I will pull the swift thing out.
Teals, you are noticing that the 2 that were scared away by your loud noise are starting to scurry back.
Yeah, it's the blood.
Alrighty. How far away are they?
From you, they would be about maybe 30 to 40 feet.
Okay, yeah, they're too far away for me to do anything useful. I will basically spend my action telling everyone else where they are at any given moment.
Will do.
I'm acting spotter for this combat.
Alright.
I took AoE stealth, but they're not cooperating.
Well, you did scatter them with a really good use of prestidigitation. Lily!
I was waiting for you to attack him and realized it was attacking me. Like, oh, right.
So Teal is sort of pointing out exactly where 2 bugs are coming in. You can use that to target if you want, but if you want to take a shot under these conditions, you'll still take a penalty to hit.
Is it a penalty to hit, or is it a 50-50 blind shot?
No, it's not blind because the brambles are not like blocking all the sight. You'll see the occasional glimpse of it through the little gap or 2.
Partial cover.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'll take the shot. I'll go ahead and take the shot. Is it -4?
It will be.
Okay. Oh, man. That is a 4. That is going to go way high.
Okay.
Now, I know why he should. Are you still...
Pardon?
I'm complaining at your accuracy.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not an archer, per se.
Well, down to position, so we all...
One is moving in towards Mike, and the other one is moving in towards Teal as they are scurrying in. The one that is moving towards Teal will just get to about you. He won't be able to actually do anything.
Fine.
The one that gets to Mike, however, gets up and will not be able to, unfortunately, attack. Wait a minute, no. It can charge. What the heck? It'll charge. No. It charges very poorly, but it charged.
Okay.
Mike, it is your turn. You look at your feet, and there was a bug that tried to stab you.
Bring it on. Natural 20.
Cool.
That's going to be 17.
17. Confirm.
Just don't
roll damage.
lucky that
No, he loves.
when I was going for your leg.
Yes, you severed my leg at
7, 6.
Aren't axes times 3?
Oh, yeah, you're right. One more. 7, 6, 5.
It's lots of dead. It couldn't be more dead.
Yep.
It couldn't be more dead if you tried. Rude, there is one that is over by Teal. It looks like it is about to stab him.
Red, just like a couple of...
Shurikens go flying.
natural, so the 8 will ignore, but the natural 20
Natural 20 is a good number.
does not confirm.
However, roll damage.
D3.
D2.
1.
Plus 3.
Plus 3.
It is not dead. Teal, however,
Remember, I don't get strength and dex. I get...
you just get strength. So yes, you've been keeping an eye on this thing. You saw it run up.
I will pull out my dagger and attempt to stab the thing in front of me.
Fair enough.
I suck at this. I have a +0 to hit.
So do I! Actually, I have a -1.
11.
That will miss. Lily, there is one directly at Teal's feet.
All right, we are in a very heavily forested area. Do I see any good club-like sticks nearby?
Oh, certainly. It's
Okay.
easy to find sticks.
In fact, you can take the stats.
I'm going to drop the bow and grab a nearby stick, rush over, and attempt to beat the thing.
All right, that'll probably eat up most of your round. Go grab a stick and move over to Teal.
Sure, no problem.
So then I get one shot to stab Teal through the leg. And he's terrible at this.
Are you sure?
I got a 12.
You just missed.
Yeah.
Unarmored wizard.
Yes, but the shuriken in his back kind of the bug a little bit. Mike, there is one bug left. He's got a single hit point. He's over by the wizard.
I might power it.
You can go right ahead.
Breathe hard on it.
No, we're not going to power attack. 15.
15 will miss. Okay.
Tried real hard.
Rude. You still have more shurikens.
Yes, I do. As I run over, I will actually toss my staff at the bard. Give you something for efficiency.
So you throw the staff to the bard.
And just whip 2 more shurikens as I close on them. No. Pair of 6s.
That will miss.
I will find
Teal, it is back to you and your dagger.
15.
Just misses. Lily.
I have no bad.
Really, guys? Really?
-1, -1. This is awesome, alright?
Okay, let's see. Lily's got a humana for strength, so let's put that number in there. And she's gonna swing at it with the club. -1. Lily attempts to swing this club and instead spins around twice in a circle like some sort of teenager who's never played baseball before.
Oh, is there anyone here without a stat score penalty?
I technically don't have any stat score penalty.
Okay. Lily,
I
don't worry.
noticed that no one else spoke up.
Lily, don't worry about that. That'll be just the DVD, okay?
By the way, Tom, that is actually a natural 1. I should have mentioned that.
I'm not going to let you clobber the...
A natural 1, so you have a -2 penalty? That's impressive.
All right. The bug will once again attempt to stab the wizard. This time he gets a 14. He shoves his proboscis into your leg. You have suffered 1 point of con, and is fully wrapped around its leg.
Quick question for my own mental. 12 is still a +1?
Yes.
Okay. I haven't lost a hit point.
But unfortunately, Mike the Barbarian is next, and this thing has 1 hit point.
I will kill you in your sleep. And not feel bad about it.
You don't need your leg. You're a wizard.
Are you swinging for the fences?
No, I'm not going to swing for the fences, but I'm swinging for the bug. 10.
10 will miss. Rude.
I pushed the barbarian over.
You pushed the...
Kill the damn bug! Punch it!
The 15 connect.
No.
Actually, it does now currently.
Oh, because it's grappled.
It has a point. It died.
4 points.
It died.
He punched you in the leg for 3.
No. All right. All the bugs have died.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. No.
Wait a second. No. You killed 2?
Yeah. No, he killed. Yes, he killed one with a stick and one with his fist.
You guys are tied.
Yeah.
I'm just...
Those of you with knowledge nature realize that these are not natural creatures.
All right. This one will be smaller. It's participation. This is just for participation.
Nice.
I'm still a little depressed, but it does make me feel a little...
You're not at all certain as to what these things are. They're not a natural creature. They do not seem to have evolved from anything normal. It's just a little on the very bizarre side.
Well, that was
Painful.
unusual.
They're not barbed, so hold still for a second.
And he manages to pull the nose out of your leg.
Was it the proboscis that you pulled out of your leg? That's my trophy.
You have 2 of them. You can use them as chopsticks.
Killed was the one that was in my own leg. Alright.
Does Magnet make a blow to it?
Yes, you can.
You want a blowgun?
No, I'm not.
I mean, it's only like 6 inches.
For sure, that was like.
No.
If there's 2 of them, I need to borrow this.
No. It was about the size of a pencil.
No.
That's what got
This is a participation award, so it doesn't need to be big.
Alright. You're now a participation award. For Land Scourge.
All right. It is 10 o'clock, so I figure we'll wrap up there.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
Thanks, Phil.
All right.
Your audience enjoy this.
I think they definitely did. They really had a good time with my total -1 attack on the bug. And I had somebody say that Rude is their new second favorite character.
Are the chat comments saved with the YouTube?
Yeah, you'll see it posted to YouTube. It'll go live as soon as YouTube renders it. So it was a construction stream in which I'm trying to get things right by moving windows around and creating windows and whatnot. But you'll see some there's some pretty cool stuff. You can see the chat. You can see my webcam. You can see me drawing some doodles that go along hand in hand with what's going on. And hopefully it'll get even better.
No, Phil, the mic.
Sorry, you cut out again.
Thank you for your answer.
Yeah, you were asking me how the mic quality is, I'm guessing, and I'm not sure if the problem is on your end or mine.
All right.
The problem with is that Discord is it's detecting our noise before turning on the mic.
Yes.
So I think it's causing some of the cutouts.
Okay.
We had this problem with Twitch when I run my Tuesday game. We use Twitch for the chat portion of it, and that one you can do the push button to talk, but I can just press it once and it stays on, and that usually gets rid of the microphone issue.
That might work for Discord. I know Discord does the same thing. I'm currently using the detect sound version of Talk, so if that's causing trouble for you guys, let me know.
I'll look through the settings for next week.
Okay. So we could do that, or if Discord is not working for us, we can try something else out as well.
All right. We'll experiment.
Okay, cool.
Well, then we'll talk to you next week, Phil.
Yep, bye guys.
With you.
Yep.
Catch you later.
Yep, later. All right, guys, that's it for tonight's episode. I hope you really had fun. I know I did. I think this can work. Hopefully my internet connection gets better. And as we grow together, we can make this a better stream. Skype is a possibility. I thought that the quality was kind of low on Skype, but maybe it's improved. It's been a few years since I've used it. And we do eventually want to try webcam to webcam so that you guys can, if not see everybody else, at least see a table with some dice rolling. thanks for sticking around and giving me some input and stuff. I hope that we're getting a little bit closer to something resembling a decent stream setup here. Obviously, it's not the most graphic intensive / decent. Things are kind of cobbled together, but it's all right, and I'm pretty happy with it. If you guys have any suggestions, please send them my way over Twitter or direct message on YouTube or email or whatever works for you, and let me know. It's 10 o'clock, and I'm already late a bit, so I'm going to head out real quickly. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in a week.